Hello, and welcome back once again to Infinite Jeff. The project where I, Jeff, read the book Infinite Jest to you one page at a time, one day at a time. Put it up on this website for you to peruse. Anyway, we are on to page number 214. Let us get to it. Let us get to it. Get to page 214. Yeah. Library. Hal's his mother Avril's child when it comes to databases, software, spell checks, etc. Axford really now does punch him once in the shoulder, albeit the right one. Pemulus is scratching absently at the little hair hurricane at the center of his hair. It's close to 1430 hours, and the flawed bubble of light on the bed is getting to be slightly sad color of early winter PM. I like that color. And I like that description, too. The slightly sad color of early winter PM. I mean, when he nails it, he nails it. That's the thing about this book. It's winding and rambling, and there's too many characters, and who knows what's going on, and it gets overly, there's too much of this trying to, just build these complex sentences. But at the end of the day, he nails it. He gets it. Like that when it's good, I guess is what I'm trying to say. There's still no sounds from the west courts outside, but there's a high song of much volume through the wall's water pipes. A lot of the guys who are drilled past caring in the AM don't get it up to shower until after lunch. Then sit through PM classes with wet hair and different clothes for their AM class, then from their AM classes. Pemulus rises to stand between them and looks around the empty three-bedded room again, with neat stacks of three players' clothes and bright gear on shelves and three wicker laundry hampers bulging slightly. There is the rich scent of athletic laundry, but other than that the room looks almost professionally clean. Pemulus and Shat's room makes Hal and Mario's room look like an insane asylum, Hal thinks. Axford drew one of only two single upper-class rooms in last spring's lottery, the other having gone to the Vaught twins, who get counted as one entry in room draw. Pemulus still has his cheeks screwed up to keep the loop in as he looks around. One monograph has this toss-off about DMZ where the guy invites you to envision acid that itself has dropped acid. Holy crow. One article out of fucking Moment, of all sources, talks about how this one army convict at Leavenworth got allegedly injected with some massive unspecified dose of early DMZ as part of some army experiment in Christ only knows what, and about how this convict's family sued over how the guy reportedly lost his mind. He directs the loop dramatically at first, Hal, and then Axford. I mean, literally lost his mind. Like, the massive dose picked his mind up and carried it off somewhere and put it down someplace and forgot where. I think we get the picture, Mike. Allegedly Moment says how the guy's found later in his army cell in some impossible lotus position, singing show tunes in a scary, deadly accurate Ethel Merman impression voice. Axford says maybe Pemulus stumbled on a possible explanation for poor old Lyle in his lotus position down in the weight room, gesturing with the bad right hand in the direction of Com-Ad. Again, Pemulus with the thing with his head. The slackening of a cheek lets the loop fall out and bounce off the drum-tight bed, and then Pemulus gets it to rebound into his palm without even looking. I think we can err on the side of not dickying the Gatorade barrels anyway. This soldier's story's moral was proceed with caution, big time. The guy's mind's still allegedly AWOL. An old soldier, now, still belting out Broadway medleys and some... Alright. That was page number 214 of the book Infinite Jest. The book by David Foster Wallace, who, we're still only fifth of the way through this thing, so who knows what it's going to develop. It's a very interesting experience, and honestly, reading it this way is also interesting too. I don't regret doing this at all. This is a very interesting experiment that I am. Yeah, Finnegan's Wake, which I'm about to do. At this point, that's just a. All right, I'm not going to let this thing beat me type of situation, because my God, I'm page 200, about to record page 200, and I still have no idea what is going on. I don't. And the back of the book is like, it takes all. Here's what the back of Finnegan's Wake says. It says the last great work of the 20th century's most influential writer. Okay, maybe. I don't know. I haven't read the Ulysses. Finnegan's Wake is a mighty allegory of the fall and redemption of mankind, a compound of fable, symphony, and nightmare. Its mechanics resemble those of a dream which has freed the author from the necessities of common logic. Well, isn't that convenient? And has enabled him to compress all periods of history, all phases of individual and racial development, into a circular design, in which every part is beginning, middle, and end. What does that even mean? This modern classic, blah, 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 the multitude of small corrections Joyce himself made in the finished book just before his death, which were previously included as an appendix, are now incorporated into the text. Which is be changing, the word from, it will say something like, write, rate, writ, wrote, because that's the kind of wordplay that he does sometimes. He does all sorts of wordplay. But it'll be changed to write, writ, rat, root. Because that was important. It's just gibberish. And I'm about to read page number 200 of it on Finnegan's Wake, which you probably won't listen to, because no one does. Good night.